In a stunning assertion of authority that has sent ripples through the corridors of Buckingham Palace, King Charles III has decisively curtailed Queen Camilla's influence over key aspects of royal estate management and family protocol, elevating Prince William as a primary guardian of the monarchy's future stability. The air in the royal household grew thick with unspoken tension as decisions long whispered about in private circles crystallized into formal shifts. Observers noted a subtle but profound realignment, where the king, navigating his own health challenges and the weight of institutional reform, chose paths that prioritized long-term continuity over immediate personal preferences. This moment did not erupt from nowhere. It emerged from layers of accumulated pressures, including public scrutiny over royal finances, property arrangements, and the delicate balance of power within the family. William, ever the steady hand, stepped forward not with fanfare but with a quiet resolve that exposed underlying fault lines, reminding everyone that the monarchy's survival depends on adaptability and adherence to duty above all. Delving into this evolution requires understanding the complex tapestry of relationships that have defined the House of Windsor in recent years. King Charles has long been a figure of contemplation and reform, shaped by decades of public service and personal reflection. His bond with Camilla, forged over more than 5 decades, stands as one of the most enduring yet scrutinized partnerships in modern royalty. As detailed by royal biographer Penny Junor in her book The Duchess, Camilla Parker Bowles and the love affair that rocked the crown their connection was never simple. It was marked by profound affection amid immense societal and familial obstacles. Junor, drawing from conversations with those close to the couple, portrays Camilla as a steadying force, practical and resilient, whose presence brought Charles a sense of contentment he had long sought. Yet even the strongest alliances face tests when the stakes involve the very framework of the institution. Recent months have highlighted these dynamics vividly. Reports from June 2026 revealed that King Charles and Queen Camilla would not take up residence in the newly refurbished Buckingham Palace upon completion of its extensive £369 million overhaul. Instead, they would remain at Clarence House, allowing greater public access to the historic landmark. James Chalmers, keeper of the Privy Purse, explained this choice as aligning with the king's vision for tradition and modernity to coexist, emphasizing fiscal responsibility and openness. This decision, while pragmatic, underscored broader conversations about resource allocation and the evolving role of senior royals. The announcement came alongside the king's unprecedented disclosure of his tax payments, positioning him among the UK's top taxpayers and reinforcing a commitment to transparency that has defined his reign thus far. Against this backdrop, Prince William's growing assertiveness has drawn attention. In matters ranging from family protocols to estate oversight, the Prince of Wales has demonstrated a commitment to safeguarding the monarchy's integrity. Well-established accounts, including those from royal correspondence, illustrate instances where William intervened to ensure decisions reflected legal and constitutional realities rather than expediency. For example, tensions arose around property arrangements like Bagshot Park, home to the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh. National Audit Office reviews and Crown Estate documents have brought scrutiny to lease terms, subletting practices, and financial contributions, revealing how such holdings balance private investment with public accountability. Prince Edward's 2007 lease extension, involving a substantial premium, exemplified careful navigation of these complexities, as verified in public records and reports that detailed payments and renovations aimed at making the estate self-sustaining. William's role in these discussions highlighted his preparation for kingship. Far from seeking personal dominance, he focused on transparency and sustainability. Giles Brandreth, in Charles and Camilla, Portrait of a Love Affair offers insight into the familial undercurrents, noting how Charles's relationships with his sons have always involved deep emotional layers, influenced by legacy and expectation. Brandreth, who has chronicled the family extensively, emphasizes the king's desire for unity, yet acknowledges the practical challenges of managing differing perspectives within the household. These perspectives often stem from the unique burdens each member carries, from health concerns to public duties that demand unwavering consistency. As the monarchy confronts personnel shortages and heightened public expectations, the king's choices reflect a strategic recalibration. Stripping certain influences from day-to-day administrative overreach does not diminish Camilla's contributions. Rather, it clarifies boundaries. Camilla has championed causes like literacy and osteoporosis awareness, bringing energy and authenticity to her public duties. Her evolution from a private figure to queen has been remarkable, supported by Charles's unwavering commitment. Robert Jobson, in King Charles, the man, the monarch, and the future of Britain describes this partnership as one of mutual respect, where Camilla provides companionship that allows Charles to focus on his visionary initiatives, such as environmental advocacy and architectural preservation. Her role in supporting these passions has been instrumental, yet the broader institutional needs call for distributed responsibilities that prevent any single voice from dominating complex operational decisions. The emotional layers deepen when considering the human cost of leadership. King Charles, having faced health setbacks with characteristic dignity, has leaned on a framework that empowers the next generation while honoring those who have stood by him. William and Catherine, the Princess of Wales, have shouldered increased responsibilities with grace, their joint efforts in mental health awareness and early childhood initiatives serving as models of modern royal service. Catherine's recovery and return to public life have inspired many, adding a dimension of resilience to the family's narrative. This shift does not erase past harmonies but acknowledges the necessity of structured succession planning amid ongoing public interest and media examination. Public records and financial disclosures, including the King's tax releases, reinforce a narrative of accountability that counters criticism and builds public confidence. Exploring the historical context further enriches this picture. The love story between Charles and Camilla, spanning from their first meeting in the early 1970s through separations, marriages, and intense media glare, survived because of an authentic foundation. Caroline Graham's Camilla and Charles, the love story captures the resilience required, drawing on sources close to the pair to illustrate how their bond endured societal judgment and personal trials. These accounts humanize the figures behind the titles, revealing vulnerabilities such as the pain of public scrutiny and the strength found in private companionship. Christopher Wilson's earlier work, A Greater Love similarly traces a 20-year affair that shaped much of Charles's personal journey, providing context for the depth of their connection even as royal duties impose constraints. In parallel, William's exposure of certain internal pressures stems from protective instinct toward the family's reputation and the monarchy's long-term viability. Whether addressing property efficiencies at estates like Bagshot Park or navigating family reconciliations, his interventions carry the gravity of future responsibility. Reports of disagreements, such as those involving access to royal collections for extended family events or approaches to broader household matters, illustrate the human element in governance. These are not mere conflict but opportunities for refinement, ensuring the monarchy remains relevant in a skeptical age where every decision is analyzed for fairness and fiscal prudence. The Prince of Wales's analytical approach, often involving detailed reviews of legal precedents and financial implications, has proven effective in steering discussions toward sustainable outcomes. The King's actions, including formal adjustments around titles and residences for other family members like Prince Andrew in previous years, demonstrate a firm hand guided by the need to protect the core institution. Such moves, documented in official gazettes and palace statements, prioritize public trust over private accommodations, setting precedents that influence how future challenges are met. These precedents emphasize adherence to contractual obligations and market realities, lessons that resonate across the royal estates and inform broader administrative reforms. Layer by layer, the narrative unfolds with emotional depth. There is a quiet pride of a father seeing his son mature into leadership, the steadfast support of a partner adapting to redefined roles, and the determination of a future king to honor tradition while embracing necessary change. Camilla's influence remains significant in advisory and charitable spheres, contributing warmth and insight that enrich royal engagements. Her advocacy work continues to impact communities, demonstrating a dedication that complements the evolving structure. Yet the delineation of powers ensures clarity and prevents overlap that could strain resources or create perceptions of imbalance. As royal finances face renewed examination through sovereign grant adjustments and efficiency drives, these internal realignments foster resilience. The decision to forego full occupancy of Buckingham Palace, for instance, opens avenues for public engagement and tourism, aligning with Charles's long-held belief in service and accessibility. William's forthrightness in exposing inefficiencies or missteps, always framed constructively through evidence and dialogue, underscores a shared commitment to excellence and modernization. This collaborative spirit extends to partnerships with organizations focused on conservation, education, and social welfare, areas where the royal family has historically made meaningful contributions. The story of the Windsors is one of endurance through transformation. From the early days of Charles and Camilla's relationship, chronicled with empathy by authors like Juna and Brandreth, to the present era of streamlined operations and transparent governance, the family navigates legacy with care. Emotional undercurrents, loyalty tested by circumstance, ambition tempered by duty, forgiveness amid fractures, add richness to the public facade. These elements remind us that behind the ceremonies and titles lie individuals grappling with universal concerns of family, health, and purpose. In reflecting on these developments, one senses a profound humanity at play. King Charles' shock-inducing assertion of boundaries reflects not rupture but renewal, a recalibration born of wisdom accumulated over decades of service and personal growth. William's exposure of truths that strengthen rather than divide paves the way for a monarchy attuned to contemporary demands while rooted in centuries of history. The involvement of Catherine further bolsters this foundation, her poise and commitment serving as an anchor during periods of transition. Ultimately, this chapter reaffirms the institution's capacity for thoughtful evolution. The bonds that tie the family, tested yet enduring, point toward a future where duty and affection coexist harmoniously. As the years unfold, the lessons drawn from these moments of realignment will guide the House of Windsor, ensuring it remains a symbol of continuity, stability, and quiet strength for the nation and the world. The emotional resonance lies in the quiet victories, families adapting together, leaders emerging with integrity, and a legacy preserved through measured, compassionate stewardship that honors both the past and the promise of what lies ahead. In an era of rapid change, such deliberate progress offers reassurance that the monarchy continues to serve with relevance and heart.